You can listen to this practice wherever you find yourself today. You can be sitting down or laying down, or even stretching and doing things if that's what you got to do. And hopefully wherever you're at when you listen, this will still be helpful to you in some way. So if you'd like to listen in a still position, you can just allow yourself to take all the time that you need to arrive there. Hello. And just let yourself fidget, adjust, stretch, or move your body in whatever ways your body wants to move. Just doing your best to not think about what the movements look like, not worry about what it looks like at all, but just fully coming into your sense of feeling and just following those yummy sensations that you might feel when you roll out the neck or shoulders or spine, maybe some side body bends or torso twists, cat-cow motions with the spine, just letting your body move you intuitively in the ways that feel good in your bones, muscles, and joints. And there's no rush whatsoever. You can keep moving even throughout this practice whenever you feel the need to. But at any time, if you haven't already and would like to, you can make your way to a still position. And just checking in that your spine is nice and straight in whatever position you've chosen. And if you're in a space where you feel safe and would like to, you can allow the eyes to gently close at any time if they aren't already. As you take a moment now to simply mark your arrival into your practice today and into your body today with a full, intentional cleansing breath, calling in fresh new air into the body and almost watching as you fill up with this air to every corner and edge of you. As you hold that for a moment, once you are full, to sit and experience what it feels like to be full of air. And then slowly, as you need to, letting all of that go. As you exhale bit by bit, you gently pull the navel toward the spine at the bottom of your exhale to just push any last bit of stagnant air out of you. As you again pause for a moment here to now sit and experience the sense of emptiness in the body. And allowing your next breath to come to you as it's needed. And you can continue to breathe in this slow, intentional, and exaggerated way for as long as feels good and helpful to you, without any need to worry about the actual length of your inhales and exhales and pauses on either side, but just allowing each of these 4 parts of your breath to be exaggerated, whatever that means for you right now. So when the body would naturally stop inhaling, just seeing if you can expand your belly, expand your ribs and back, maybe even just a little bit more to take in 1 more moment's worth of air. And then when you naturally roll over to your exhale, just seeing if you can hold off on it for 1 extra moment and stay in that fullness for 1 moment longer than you might normally. And then again, as you exhale, the same thing. Even once you think you're empty, just seeing if you can empty yourself a tiny bit more and stay in that emptiness for, again, just a moment longer than you might normally. And again, there's no rush whatsoever. You can continue to breathe in this slow, exaggerated way for as long as you'd like. But at any point, if you haven't already, you may release this guidance over your breath altogether and allow yourself to almost step back and up in the mind and into the role of the observer, or the role of the witness, into that perspective where you are no longer guiding or controlling the rhythm or depth of your breath, but you're simply watching as your body breathes you. Remembering that our breath is our one bodily function that can be either voluntary or automatic. And so it is that key, that connection to our subconscious, to that source that allows all of the automatic functions of our body to occur. And just practicing seeing yourself and your body's gentle breath, your body's steady heartbeat, all of your body's natural functions as the force of nature that they truly are. Remembering that you are a force of nature. And just like any other force of nature out there, when you witness it or yourself, you can remember that there is absolutely nothing that needs to be changed right now. You do not need to change anything about what you are feeling, about what you are experiencing, about who you are or how you are. The same way that you would not try to change the size or speed of the waves that roll up along the shoreline. Or you wouldn't try to change the size of a mountain that you are viewing from a distance. You don't try to change the phase the moon is in, or control flowers blooming. You simply witness them as they are. And so you are allowed to be exactly as you already are. And to communicate to your body on your next exhale that you are exactly where you're meant to be, even when it doesn't feel like it. That will always be true. You are exactly where you're meant to be, simply because you are here. And you can make note now of any expression that is resting on your face. Even with the eyes closed, just feeling any expression that might be resting on the face. And making note of any emotions that could be communicated by this resting expression. Maybe the brow is tense, or the jaw could be holding, or the nostrils flared. There could be some tension in the ears even, or the chin. And so again, just communicating to your body physically that it is safe to be exactly as you already are. And you can trust that the earth is beneath you and there is the support of gravity all around you. And with the perfect way that your body was created, your anatomy, your skin, it holds everything intact and exactly where it needs to be. And so you are allowed to release yourself into that trust, into that ultimate and deep sense of safety that comes included in being on this earth and in a body. When you fully let go, even in your deepest state of sleep, you are never crushed and you never float away. But you are always held exactly where you need to be. And so you can allow yourself to be held. And you can allow all of the muscles in your face, every tiny little muscle that has created every expression you've ever made. You can allow each of these little muscles to simply ungrip from the bones and release back into the support of your skin. As you let your jaw hang into place and your tongue to release from the roof of the mouth. Allowing your chin to soften even more as you let that softness in your mouth naturally spread outward and upward as your nostrils soften even more, along with your cheeks, your ears, your eyelids, all of those tiny muscles along your lash line that will scrunch up when you squint, even feeling those soften as the corners of your eyes get a tiny bit wider, simply with this unraveling of the muscles. Feeling your eyebrows soften even more as you allow your forehead to be wide and deep. And you feel that sense of letting go and trust and release naturally cascade down your whole scalp, down the back and sides of the neck. As your shoulders get a little bit heavier. And the muscles down the arms almost roll off of the bones. As you feel your hands and fingers soften as well. And maybe even feeling a sense that your brain is resting into the support of your skull. And maybe feeling a gentle or maybe stronger pulse at the center of the skull, the space between the inner ears. Maybe behind the eyes, or maybe even above the eyes, in the forehead and beneath the crown of the head. If you feel a soft and maybe gentle pulse in the head, you can just follow that sensation down and through the skull, through the throat, and into the heart. As you start to tune in to the pulse that exists in your heart. And you're always welcome to place one or both hands on top of the heart if you ever have trouble feeling your heartbeat. Just to encourage that feeling from the outside as well. Just tuning in, syncing up your awareness with this steady rhythm, this unique rhythm, the steady background beat to your entire existence. This heart has been pumping life into your body from before you were even breathing air. From the time you were in your mother's womb up to this exact moment. And this heart will continue to beat for you, to work hard for your body, to keep you alive for as long as you exist in this body. And this is the purest gift of life that we all have. There is nothing in particular that you are doing or that you have done to make this heartbeat or to earn this beating heart. It is simply a gift. And you do not need to ever do anything to earn more love from the world outside of you, or to show or to prove your worthiness of love and life to the world outside of you, because it would be impossible for you to earn any more love from the outside, because you have your own personal and direct line of connection to the source where all of love and life comes from. Whatever you believe that to be, whatever source or force allows all of life to exist and all of love to exist. You are innately connected to that source simply by being alive. And so your life is your proof of your worthiness. The fact of your existence is proof that you are worthy of existing and being here. And you are here for a purpose. And again, the fact that you are here is the proof of that. Your life history is the proof of that. Your life history is also the proof of your strength to keep going. You can remember all of the things you've already been through, you've already conquered, simply to be here right now. Anytime you doubt yourself or your strength, you can allow your history to be your reminder and your proof that you are strong enough to do scary things, to do things that you didn't think you were capable of doing, because you already have done so many of those things. And this life, living life, is not about escaping fear or escaping discomfort or negativity or bad things. But this life is about experiencing your version of the human experience. We have all been given unique experiences, unique perceptions. And all of them are of value to this world and are worthy of being here and contributing to this world, to all of the people that we exist with. And you can just remember your own physical body right now and where you are in space. Maybe even seeing in your mind a depiction of your own outline and just how much space you take up. The place where your skin meets the air. The place where your seat or your feet make contact with the earth beneath you, or the surface that is beneath you. And on your next exhale, you can fully release yourself into the support of the surface beneath you. And allow yourself to be heavy. Allow yourself to be held by this surface. Taking on that same sensation that you might feel when you exhale into a hug with someone who you love dearly. Maybe a person or maybe an animal. But just that moment when you exhale and allow yourself to be loved to be held and supported. And awakening that same sense with the constant hug that we are all getting from the earth beneath us and gravity all around us. The constant hug of our skin, hugging our muscles and bones and joints and organs and everything in between. As you remember and remind your body, remember that your body already knows all of the love that has been required, that has existed over centuries for you to be here right now. The many, many, many generations of human love that has existed, that has been required for your existence. And remembering that all of that love from all of your ancestors, all of your angels and guides and your current family, your current friends, all the love you currently feel in your life, it is always here with you. And love is a form of energy which can never be created or destroyed. And so the love you feel for all of those in your life who you love, and all of those who you have loved, and all of those who love you and have loved you, it is all still within you, within your bones, within your muscles, within your organs, all within your heart. And you are worthy of all of this love. You never need to do anything to earn more love. And so when you catch yourself trying to do things to earn love or recognition or appreciation, you can notice whenever that urge comes up. And instead, you can remember that instead of doing things for more love, you can do things from the love that you already have. And you can allow all of the love and life and energy within your heart, within your own body and bones, to fuel what you create and what you contribute to this world. And so you can take a moment now to scan your body once again and just remind your muscles that it is safe to be soft and to let go and to ungrip from the bones. And you can just allow yourself to, even if it's for just a split moment, to feel a sense of acceptance with exactly where you are in life right now. Remembering that acceptance and accepting does not mean that you necessarily like it or agree with it or want it to be this way. It simply means you acknowledge it is this way, and you are this way, which is the first and necessary step in any and all change. And it is what allows you to be an active participant in your own change, in your own growth and evolution. Since we cannot change what we don't first accept. And so you can accept the parts of you that are ugly, or that you don't like, or that cause you pain and suffering, or others pain and suffering. It is safe for you to acknowledge those things, the ugly sides of life, because they are just as much a part of life as the beautiful things. The darkness that we experience contributes to the lightness that we feel. We would not know true light if we did not know true darkness. And I like to say how the heights of our highs are directly related to and affected by the depths of our lows. And so we can learn to have some form of an appreciation for the suffering that we experience, that we have experienced, and that we will experience. Because the suffering allows us to more fully feel and appreciate all of the greatness and sweet parts of life that make life worth living. And so if you are in a darker phase of life right now, if you are moving through illness or just any of the many bad things that all of us experience, you can remind yourself that every single storm runs out of rain, and that even the moon is in darkness at times. Even the trees will shed their leaves. And we do not look at a new moon, a moon that is in darkness, and blame it for being in darkness, or assume that the moon has done something wrong to deserve to be in darkness. Just like we don't assume that the trees have done something wrong when they shed their leaves in the fall. And so we do not need to do that to ourselves either. We are just like the moon and the trees and everything else in nature. At times, we will be in darkness. It is simply another phase everything in life moves through. And we can make the darkness so much lighter by not blaming ourselves for it, by not adding that extra layer of suffering where we question ourselves and beat ourselves up for feeling bad when we're already feeling bad enough. And so you can just be like the moon and be in a darker phase and know and trust that all phases change and that the only guarantee in life is that everything will change, especially how we feel. Even when the nature of feelings convince us that how we feel now is how we've always felt and how we always will feel, we can remember and remind ourselves that that will never be true. Since the only truth is that everything changes. And so you can allow that to be a great comfort to you if you're in a season of life that you would like to change, because it will. And that same truth can be great permission for you to fully soak in and make the most of all the goodness that you feel in this season of life. And you do not need to feel any guilt for feeling good when you know that others are hurting. But you can instead use that goodness that you do feel to shine that light for others in the darkness. Just like the full moon does. And you can trust that when you are in darkness, there will be another there to shine some light for you, to remind you that you will be full once again at some point as well. So you can, once again, remind your body physically to relax and to soften even deeper if any tension is crept back into the face or shoulders or hands or feet. And you can use the next minute of silence to just allow each and every word that you've heard today and each and every feeling you felt today to settle within you. Imagining that your body is like a snow globe and every word and feeling is just a little speck of glitter in the snow globe of your body. And you can let now be the time where we set you down, let the glitter settle, and let the air clear. And you can let some of your attention come now to the palms of your hands. As you feel the pulse in the palms of both hands. Remembering that your hands are directly connected to your heart. Through pathways of veins and vessels, your heart is pumping love and life into your hands and fingertips, and your hands have the power to create and to heal through all of this love in your heart. And if it feels like something you'd like to do today, you can let your hands find each other in a prayer position toward heart center. As you feel this contact of your palms and fingers to one another, and you let your heart lift toward your thumbs as your thumbs press back toward your heart. Tuning in once again to this steady rhythm of your own life. And you can take one final deep, full breath into the body, watching as you fill up to every corner and edge of you with fresh, new air. And as you exhale, letting go of anything at all that you're ready to let go of, as you allow the head to gently bow. And taking this moment to bow to the source of energy that allows all of our hearts to beat, whatever you believe that to be. And bowing to everyone else in this space who has listened and completed this practice right alongside you. And finally, bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today and taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. And may this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights. And may you bring the same love and understanding to everything you do and to everyone that you see. Thank you, thank you, thank you.